So we're going to do translation of this poem by Iqbal on philosophy and religion, Falsfa or mazhab. I'm going to do a bit of commentary on this in another video, but for now we'll just look at the translation. But let me recite it first. फलसफा और मजहब, ये आफताब क्या, ये सिपहरे परी है क्या, समझा नहीं तसलसुले शामो सहर को मैं, अपने वतन में हूँ कि गरीब उद्दियार हूँ, डरता हूँ देख देख के इस दश्त दर को मैं, खुलता नहीं मेरे सफ़र ज़िंदगी का राज, लाऊं कहाँ से बंदे साहिबे नज़र को मैं, हैरान है बू अली के मैं आया कहाँ से हूँ, रूमी ये सोचता है कि जाऊं किधर को मैं, जाता हूँ थोड़ी देर, जाता हूँ थोड़ी दूर हर एक राहरो के साथ, जाता हूँ थोड़ी दूर हर एक राहरो के साथ, पहचानता नहीं हूँ अभी राहबर को मैं, पहचानता नहीं हूँ अभी राहबर को मैं. So it's a very small, short poem, but it's very deep in meaning. Basically, it nails it what philosophy is really. So let me first go through the words and then I'll try to do some sort of translation. It's very hard to translate poems, but let's see how it goes. Okay, so Aftab is sun in Urdu. Also, let's start with the Falsafa, the title. So Falsafa, so Falsafa, that's in Urdu, it comes from Arabic. And in Arabic, it comes from Greek. So as you all know, Falsafa is philo and sophos. So philos means friend. Urdu we will say dost. Sopho mean wisdom. That's where you get the name Sophia. Wisdom. I don't know whether Sophia is from there, but it would be interesting to find out. Wisdom. But it also means skill, so it's not just wisdom. In Urdu we call it hikmat, danai. Skill in Urdu is very rusty. Skill, maharat for now. I know there is another word, but maharat will do for now. Hunar, yeah. Skill is hunar. Okay. So falsafa, that's the meaning of philosophy. Now, mazhab comes from Arabic. Mazhab, although in Arabic you would write it a bit differently. Because in Urdu we differentiate between two types of hay, like this type of hay in Urdu only comes in diphthongs, mainly for words of Indian origins. Anyway, mazhab in Arabic mean a bit different than what. So mazhab in Arabic really mean a place, opinion, or school of thought. But in Urdu, in Urdu we use it especially in normal talk, non-technical talk. In Urdu we mean by it religion, really. In Arabic, religion is deen, more than religion, but the and I think that's the same for Persian, but don't quote me on that. Although when you in Urdu in technical writing, mazhab is also used in the same sense in which it is used in Arabic. But anyway, in here, Iqbal is using it in the sense of religion. So when in Urdu we say mazhabiyat, it's a bit of a pejorative term, religiosity. So falsafa or mazhab, the title really mean philosophy and religion. Va in Urdu, it basically mean and. It's basically a short form of or, which mean and. Or you can say or mean and va mean and. Not to be too. Okay, so this is about philosophy and religion. What is philosophy? But really, basically, we end up saying most of the bulk of it is about philosophy rather than religion. So ये आफ्ताब क्या है? ये सपहरे बरी है क्या? So ये mean this, and आफ्ताब is sun. Sun. The sun. Our sun. It's a common name, male name also in Urdu. I had a friend in school. His name was Aftab. He actually looked like Aftab as well, very red. But in Urdu we have another word for Aftab too, Suraj. Also, we also use another word, Shams. That's also a name, a male name, Shams. I heard another guy I knew. Suraj might have a name Suraj, but can't remember right now. So this is basically, if you like, with me, it's a word of Indian origin. This is of Persian. This is of Arabic. So with Urdu, you will have, for most things, you have 3 words. And sometimes you use them interchangeably. Sometimes there are subtle differences. Sometimes. So aftab, yeah, aftab kya hai? What is this sun which we see? That's what he's saying. And then says ye sepehre barin kya hai? So sepehr basically it stands for sky, or what we call asman, heaven, or for what we call falak, which is so sepehr is sky, basically heaven, all that you see, and it's supposed to have, first sky, second. So he is saying sepehre bari. Bari mean above. Bari, bar mean on in Persian, and bari mean the highest or high. So high or highest, bari. What another word for it is Allah. So my name is from that Ali, Allah, high. So the high. So what is this high? So what is this sun? I mean, what is its essence? What is its reality? And what is the highest heaven? Sipir, by the way, it looks to me that it's supposed to be from Persian, but obviously a lot of Persian words are, like especially in modern Persian words, very different from old Persian, which is not spoken really. I don't know how much then. So, but this word is from the old Pahlavi language. I have no research on this, but it sounds to me like it is the same word as sphere in English, and it means the same like spheres. So, what are these higher spheres or heaven or sky? So that's how it starts. So what's this? So he's trying to see if he knows the reality of things around him. It starts from above, okay, the heaven, because it has been the center of wonder for philosophers and lay people alike. Okay, the second one is tasalsul mean continuity. Tasalsul, going and coming. Going and coming, or changes. It also mean continuity. So something musalsal in Urdu mean continuous. So समझता नहीं, I don't understand. समझता नहीं, I don't understand. The going and coming or changes of Sham or Sahar. So Sham is the evening. Evening. And Sahar mean dawn, or Sahar mean dawn or morning. Morn. So I don't understand this going and coming of evenings and mornings. So basically, the phenomenon of changes, day and night. I don't understand it. It's reality. Okay, now let's go to the second verse. अपने वतन में हूँ कि गरीब दियार हूँ. So watan is your country in the sense, in the original sense, not today's sense. I mean, today watan is used as the nation, but watan means your home. Your home. Apne watan mein. So am I in my own home? Like, am I at... So what he want to say is, am I home in this... At home in this world? In this strange world? It doesn't use so many words, but he's saying, am I in my own home or gharib there? Gharib, now, gharib in, daily usage in Arabic, gharib mean poor. Okay, but it's an Arabic word. So in literary usage, we also use it in original Arabic meaning stranger. So gharib. So here it is not used in, and gharibud diyar is basically to clarify that he is not using it as. So dar in your home to also mean door in Urdu, but dar mean your home, and diyar is just the plural of that. So gharibud diyar mean a stranger, that is the one away from her home. That's what gharibud diyar mean. So what this verse is saying is, am I at home or in home in this world, or am I a stranger away from my home? And see this sense of strangeness. It sort of have been considered by many as the fountain stone or the origin of philosophy and religion as well. This is strength. So two things: wonder, so our sense of wonder, which he talked about in the first verse when he wondered about what is the reality of these spheres above us, and what is the reality of this, star, the sun, and what is the reality of this going and coming, and this changes in day and night. Yeah, so that was wonder. And now the second thing he is talking about is the strangeness. अपने वतन में हूँ के करीब तैयार हूँ. So am I at home in this world, or am I a stranger? I don't know. I wonder about it. And when I see dasht, so dasht is around me, it's a wilderness. Dasht, and one of Iqbal's words, dasht to dasht sehra bhi na chode humne. It's his well-known verse. Is dasht to डरता हूँ देख के इस दश्त तो. Dar is sort of a form of dar, which is again door or here home. So I feel strangeness and feel fear, not normal fear, but the fear which comes out of what do I want to say? Primordial sense of strangeness in the world. That sort of fear. So I feel that fear when I see wilderness, when I see this vast expanse around me, of which I don't understand the reality of. Yeah. So that's the second verse. And third verse is खुलता नहीं मेरे सफर जिंदगी का राज. So खुलता नहीं मेरी जिंदगी सफर जिंदगी का राज. So खुलता नहीं, it doesn't open. Safar mean journey. Safar, journey. And safar is zindagi. Well, zindagi is life. So safar is zindagi, the journey of life. So, and Raz is the secret. Secret. So the secret of life's journey doesn't open to me how much I wonder and trying to understand the secret of life. That's the essence of philosophy, and that's the essence of religion as well. And that inability to understand, so it feels लाऊं कहाँ से बंदे साहिबे नज़र को मैं, where should लाऊं, where should I bring? Banda mean person in Urdu, and Sahib is a title of respect. So say Mr. Or if you're the woman, you say Sahiba. So Banda is Sahib Banda. So where should I find a person who is, and Sahib also mean, like in here, Sahib, a person who possesses something. Possesses something. So Sahib-e-Nazar, a person of vision. Nazar mean vision. It's used for your normal vision, physiological or physical vision, but it also used here it is used for vision in the sense of insight. So I'm looking for a person who has insight into the secrets of life. So that's why you go out, understand and try to read philosophers and, religious people, Sufis or scholars, prophets, etc. So you have a choice between religion and philosophy, or you can combine them, as Iqbal says. So, but he's saying, Heran hum. Heran mean Heran, and we also use it for Ghunna, Noon Ghunna, the same thing. Although I've seen at least in modern Persian, so this is Urdu anyway, but in modern Persian I don't see them using Ghunna. So when I see Iqbal's written in Iqbal's poetry printed in Iran, or even Rumi, they would, instead of Heran, they would put Heran. But here he is saying Heran with Ghunna, so there's no dot there. By the way, Ghunna means nasalization. So Heran means wonder. It also means I am Herangi, wonder, astonishment. So I am astonished, I am perplexed. Here it also means perplexed. Here probably it means perplexed. So I am undecided, I am perplexed. No, not he. Hera hai Bu Ali. So he's talking about Bu Ali. This is the philosopher, Bu Ali. So that's probably Ibn Sina he is referring to. Which in English people know them as Avicenna, I guess. So Muslim philosopher. And obviously is not just a philosopher, he's a scholar in normal sense of the word. He was born in around 980, I think, AD. So it's Imam Ghazali is like 1050 here. So it's a bit earlier than Imam Ghazali. So Bu Ali is perplexed, is in wonder about where has he come from. Where has he come from? So philosopher. Bu Ali is sort of stand for a philosopher here. So Bu Ali is wondering about his origins. Am I being in this world, or I'm thrown into this world, or I'm really the being of another celestial world and I'm imprisoned here? What is my origin? On the other hand, Rumi probably is representing here a religious person, Sufi master, and Rumi is saying that by Rumi we always mean Jalaluddin Rumi. Maulana Rumi, we call him Maulana or Maulvi. And he's sort of a teacher of Iqbal's, really. His spiritual guide. His poetry, like, if there's anything. So he's mentioning Rumi here, so probably he's going to take his sword. So Bu Ali is wondering about, Bu Ali, philosopher, is wondering about where I have come from. On the other hand, Rumi, the poet, the Sufi, the saint, the religious person, the mutakallim, he is more concerned about कि जाऊं किधर मैं, where should I go? So he is not worried about where I have come from, but he is more worried about where am I going. He is worried about destination, worried about the right path. And चाहता हूँ थोड़ी दूर हर. So Iqbal at this point is saying, I go with everyone. Rahro, a wayfarer. Rah mean way. Raftan, Rawad, Ro mean to go. So that's very common in Urdu and Farsi. Rahro is a wayfarer. So I go, for a while with every wayfarer, and then I get fed up or get doubts and start going with someone else. I read this philosopher and then this philosopher, and then go to this poet and this Sufi, and because I'm searching the truth, because I don't know my real God. पहचानता नहीं मैं भी. I don't really know, really can identify Rahbar, the guide, the Ra, again, it's a way, and Burdan means to take. So Rahbar is someone who knows the way and takes the guide. So at the moment I'm, in the period of search of truth. So I go with one person and then another, So I'm going here and there, then I take another path. That's because I don't know my guide. And in other places they tell us, who is that guide, but here that's all it is. So let's go back and see if we understand it. So what is this sphere? What is this sky? What are these heavens? What is their reality? Of these heavens above me. I don't understand this going and coming of day and night. Am I at home in this world, or am I a stranger? I am in wonder. I am in fear of this strangeness whenever I see the vast expanse of this world, the vast wilderness. And I don't understand the secret of life, secret of the journey of life. Where should I find someone who has, insight into all this? And at the moment, my condition is that sometimes I follow a philosopher like Buali, who is wondering about his origin. Sometimes I follow Rumi, who is more worried about his destination, his salvation, I guess. So I don't know really my real guide, the true guide at the moment, but I'm searching for it. At the moment, I just go for some time with one and another time with another one, and so it's a period of search. I don't know my guide yet. So this finishes this point. Probably in another one, I'll try to actually go into more the content of it rather than just the language. But here, for now, I think I'll just stop.